Alright, cool. Alright, hey YouTube, what is up? It is Rob. I am doing some 8-rack live streaming, so welcome back. So the title of this one is To Bridge or Not to Bridge, and for me, I keep going back and forth with it, and I keep ending up with Bridge in the side, and it's all about this Asylum Visitor. He just shines so well in so many matches. I think there's a big push right now to be kind of faster paced, to try a little faster pace, varied aggro approach. Looks pretty good. And this really does well there. Uh, Trading well, creating 2-for-1s, 3-for-1s plus. Uh, Doing just high performance to the point where I'm considering looking at four uh, of those in here. But right now, three's good. Um, and the other thing that I wanted to talk a little bit about was, why do I always stick with the red splash, or why do I always stick with the mono black and never splash another color? And it's all about card. Um, it's like you just get a few upgrades, and you have to see, are those upgrades really worth what you sacrifice by staying mono black? And the main one that you sacrifice is Mutavault. And after the games, we'll talk a little bit more about Mutavault. And there were some questions on the in the comments on the last stream that I want to address about Mutavault and a few other little things I want to go over. So, but I will get into a game. I'm gonna just jump right into a quick 2-man with the Asylum Visitor. So I'm gonna roll with it like this. Let me take a quick look at the sideboard here. I want to hate on. I really want to hate on Affinity. And Red Burn if possible. I would like to hate on those two. I'm not sure. I guess we'll just let it ride. And I will trust my instincts. So we will take a look at it. Maybe not. Maybe not the ley line. Now that I think about it, maybe not the ley line. Just a quick check over here. Okay, let me take a quick look here. This card's OP, by the way. That's cute, too. Looking at some of these things earlier. Anyway. Yeah, I think I like the Extirpate a little bit better. It's a little bit more hateful, I think. The difference, okay, so think about this. Okay, so Leyline comes out from the start, and it will destroy certain decks like Dredge. They can't recover from that. You will destroy their hand, and then just they'll be sitting there with nothing, trying to top deck into nothing, and they're just completely screwed. But against other decks like blue, they just hold all their stuff in their hand and bounce the thing and then counterspell it, and then they play all their stuff, and so you just delay them. You don't really hurt them. Whereas a different scenario with Extirpate, your counter spells, or you discard their counter spells, and then you extirpate it, and they can't do anything. And then like if you can hit like a cryptic command, that could be crippling, or if you can hit a snapcaster, that could be crippling. Um, and they can extirpate. Much better against blue than surgical extraction. Surgical extraction has some advantages. There are some occasions like it's a little bit better in when fighting against Tron uh, than Extirpate is, but against blue, definitely Extirpate has the advantage. Um, so there's that. So I guess while I'm waiting for that to queue, um, we can talk about this one thing I was threw together here real quick. This is basically what red offers you. So are these cards, and you can't have too many of these, because if you have too many of these, you're going to be too top heavy. It's just a sorcery. It's not. This isn't a finisher now, and it's a 3 casting cost. So you can have like 1 or 2 of these. You can have like 3 or 4 of these. You can only have like 1 or 2 of these, and that's about it. So is that worth it? All right. So game has started here. He mulligans. I was going to keep this anyway, but the mulligan makes this a definite keeper. I get to get in there and get away, clear the way for Asylum Visitor and Park turn 2. This looks pretty good. I'd love a Raven Scryme rip here to go with my Dakmor Salvage. So let's see, this could be like fast aggro-y. Looks like it. It feels like it. Oh wow, that triggers the browse. Something tells me I won't have a lack of targets for my Inquisition. That's huge. Turn 1. Ooh, I've got a lot of racks. So this is definitely going to be a race. A lot of cats. Okay. That Death Shadow is not good either. Doesn't have black mana yet. I gotta take a cat. It's not a good hand to look into. Now he's got the black mana, of course. Yeah, I get it. Raven's Crime, but that doesn't help me now. See if he feels attachment. He does feel attachment, so that's good. I can't block. I have to be able to block the Death Shadow. I think that's my only chance here. It won't matter. None of that matters. None of that matters. This is all about racing. Does this thing have trample? Oh, he does have trample. Okay. That thing gave it trample, I guess. Double strike and trample. Oh, ferocious trample. I see. Well played there. So, it was close. It was close. It was down to that. That was a nice rip for him. Tempted to put the bridge in, but I'm not going to. I'm going to just go all anti-creature mode. The pack rat is the bigger threat here, but I think he'll probably take it. I don't know. Let's see what he takes. He should take the pack rat, I think, because his hand is a little bit slow. And what I'm tempted to do is just go straight pack rat. Pack rat immediately. In fact, I definitely would, so he has to take the pack rat. The pack rat could explode here. Yeah, okay, good. He's smart. Oh, wow, what a rip. He hates that. He hates it. You know, just because it gets inside his head. that hateful card that hurt me last time so bad. Okay. It's a pack rat game plan, for sure. Pack rat explosion. He can hurt himself by 4, and then it gives it +4. It's 8 extra damage. Yeah, it's worth it. What is this? It's pretty strong. I like this. I saw this earlier. It's really strong. Gives the deck legs into the late game. I like it. I have no choice here but to just have to tank it. He can't kill me next turn, I don't think. He can get me pretty low. It doesn't have trample. That one does. That one might be. know. It's tough to say. I guess I gotta just try and live one more turn. Block and live one more turn is the goal. This is really good. I like all this. I like everything he's doing with this. Works really well with the Death Shadow. The Temur Battle Rage works well with that. Presumably, what, Angler in there or something like that? Another big fatty for free. He's got Thoughtseizes, a bunch of shit to go in the graveyard to feed the Delve. Play it for free. It's cool. I like it. He's really committed to the Delve. He's got a lot of cards committed to it. The Mistress Boblin in particular is. I think the choice of mutagenic growth over Become Immense, or maybe he does have Become Immense in there. Okay, I don't care. I didn't try and do that stupid madness thing. Oh, we got another one. I got him. I got him, and now that I see what he's doing more, I'm going to put the bridges in. The bridges shut those Death Shadows right the hell down. Ratchet Bomb is great. I don't think the Darkblast is as good here as I wanted it to be. That should go. That should stay. That's good. That's better. Bridges in. Visitor's probably not going to help me. Hasn't really helped me. I've had him a couple times. I just put him into chump. Doesn't work with bridge too good. All right, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. I'd like to get the 2 out of 3, but at least I took it to a game 3. I got to keep that. I need a land. I need a land really bad. I really need a swamp. He's possibly deciding on his hand right now, actually. He might have... Oh, okay, never mind. I didn't know if he was still in the mulligan phase. Oh, I really need a swamp. I was thinking about playing the Mutavault first, but now I have to play the Rack first and hope that I rip a swamp so I can possibly wrench mind, or, either way I'm going to be Doomblading something. Doomblade what? The Swiss Spear or the Nicodle? Probably the Nicodle. It's always 3-3. It just doesn't happen to be right now. Ugh. I did get that. I feel like I'm going to wrench mind here, and it's going to be for the best. You know what? I just had a brilliant but terrible thought that I could have just wrench minded myself and put myself in a better position. I could have discarded one of the bridges in the Doomblade. Next turn played the bridge. Oh my god, that was the play. That was the play right there. The ultimate play. Wrench mind myself for the ultimate play. Shit. That's terrible. That was the perfect play. It didn't even help me. Hand empty. Um, go a couple ways. I think the only real way to this is my only chance here. I missed my play. My Wrench Mind on Self was my only real play. I see that now. I had a win and I missed it. I think this is my only chance now is to -2 Lily and pray he doesn't rip something. He's got 2 cards that he's going to get to rip, so. It's my only chance. If he rips something, it's over. I'm kind of happy to see that I did at least have a path to victory. He ripped a Street Wraith. Hurts him. He ripped a Nikado. That doesn't help him. He has to kill me. He has to have a mutagenic growth or something, or I will win. So close. It's gonna be so close. He does swing all out. That's all I got. Mutagenic. That's it. Oh well, it was close, and I did have a path to victory there. I didn't take it. I didn't take it. I realized it a second late. As soon as I let that Wrench Mine go, I saw it. I saw the whole thing. That was the perfect play. Wrench Mine myself, dump the Doomblade or whatever and one of the bridges. Next turn, play the bridge, and I would, or play the bridge, and I would have had Lily only left in my hand. That was the play right there. I could have played the land, the bridge, and the only card in my hand would have been the Lily. He wouldn't even have been able to swing at me. And then the next turn, Lily comes down and +1s, and the game's locked. Oh, and I had the rack was already in play. I had all of it there. I just missed the play. That is a damn shame. I really wish I hadn't done that. That would have been a great way to show you guys. Yes, this is the. I'll show you the list. Play second of 9. Good job. Congrats on that. What did you face if you're still there? You did it without Lily. Wow, that's outstanding. Did you use Necrogen Mists? That would be cool if you used Necrogen. I think that's a pretty strong card that no one knew about. Yeah, no one knew about Necrogen Mists. Never saw any play before ARAC, that's for sure. I'll tell you what, I was searching for cards when I was first making ARAC, and that's when I came across that card. I just like searching for every single discard spell in the modern play pool at the time, just to look at every single one, and that's how I came across that one. I was like, wow, this is nice. Okay, cool. That and Waste Not, I could see it. Yeah, that's cool. You get some value off of it, guaranteed. Uh, that combo, actually, I'll tell you what, Necrogen and Waste Not combos nicely. Uh, Face the Elves variant. That's cool. I hate elves. Elves is one of the most enough. Yeah, Soul Sisters were pretty good at it. If you can land a bridge, that's good. Oh, I love Mill. Mill's one of my favorite matchups with 8 rack. They're like slow burn. You just take apart a few things and they run out of gas real quick. How did you do against the Eldrazi? How did you fare against Eldrazi? Curious on that one. Eldrazi is one of the nice. That's good. I feel like it's a really solid match for us. And they do not like bridge. That's for sure. They hate anything we do, even if they have to discard their lands. They usually don't like it. They need all their cards, and they normally want to empty their hands. So it's like us wanting to help that along. You know, nice. The rats got them. Good. They hate anything that gets bigger than their guys. They get really scared. And their guys are kind of smallish now. They're like 3/1s and 3/2s I've seen. Um, they are good though. You can't deny Eldrazi is still good. I told people, I swear, as soon as they said, "Oh, it's banned," they're like, "Eldrazi's gone, never be back." I'm like, "Yeah, right. That deck is still good, even without the eye. The eye just made it super bonkers, like just crazy bonkers. But with the eye gone, it's still pretty damn good. Um, good. That's good. That's grats on that. So I do want to play another game. I wish I could have the chat up. But does anyone know how I could have the chat up while I'm playing games? Because that would be ideal. Um, I can't think of how, unless I don't know, somehow, yeah, do something like this. Yeah, I guess that works. So I can see some of the chat there. That works. Cool. Um, all right. So yeah, these are the cards I think that Red offers us. I wanted to say that people sometimes ask me why no splashes. Well, this is what you're getting, and what are these cards upgrading? Okay, this card, Lightning Bolt upgrades whatever black removal spell you have, kind of. I guess you could throw Terminate in here as definitely a an option. Sorry, that's kind of an obvious leave out. So yeah, Terminate, Lightning Bolt. They improve your removal package, whatever it is. So okay, that's good. That's a solid thing. Grim Lavamancer, he gives you an alternate win con option. He's cool. He's like a mid to late gamer. Uh, K Command is good. One or two of them is as much as you're gonna afford because of the casting cost. 3 casting cost is big for us. Um, Blightning is yes. Blightning is epically slow, and also Blightning becomes an extremely expensive lightning bolt most of the time in our deck because we empty their hands anyway. We have Wrench Mine for the 2-for-1, and I think Rise Fall is which it does I don't know. I would think maybe Rise Fall before Blightning, and I wouldn't even use Rise Fall. K Command definitely is way better. No question about it. It's instant for, you've got instant discard. It's 2-for-1. So you can bring back a rat or you can bring back an Asylum Visitor. I mean, we now have relevant targets for all the modes. So, yeah, exactly. There's not. But the K command is like that's your whole turn, but it does two things. So at least it's a 2-for-1 for sure. And the Blightning is like a 2-for-1 kind of, but sometimes it's just a 1-for-1 and it becomes like a really slow, really expensive lightning bolt. And K Command is never like that. K Command is like, I'll burn your face for 2 and bring back my rat that you just finally got rid of, and now he's back on the table again, doing all the same shit over again. So yeah. Yes, I've done that. I've done that. I've used Lily and targeted myself. I've done that. I can't believe I missed that target self spell. I'm really upset at myself that I missed that wrench mind. That's all I needed to do was wrench mind myself. It was pointless for me to wrench mind him. I see that now. I realized it 1 second after I did it. I'm like, oh, I missed the epic play. But hey, at least if I ever see it again, I'll be more open to it next time. All right, so let's go again. Um, I'll run it back even. That was close, and I had a path to victory. Really wish I could have shown you guys how that would have been a great play to show you guys. Um, the self-targeting. I've done that before a bunch of times. I can't believe I missed it. I play Meow Mix. Good luck, Meow Mix. Meow. That is pretty darn solid. I will keep. I would be very happy to rip any old land that's not Dakmor Salvage. Or anything else, either way. So we got, okay, more Zooey things. And I got my wish. Ranker is really annoying. Yeah, he's in trouble with his land situation there, I think, yep. Okay, so here I'm just gonna wrench mind. I could do the Raven's Crime Thoughtseize combo, but oh, so he dumped Nikado, which is what he ripped in the Rampager. So he hung on to that, whatever that weird goblin thing was. Okay, great. Alright, so I'll Ravens grab him now. And now we're racing like hell. And I like my chances. He's in a loop. I would not risk the Thoughtseize if it's got a land he could be holding. This works much better. This looks like a win here. Gets his land finally. Great card, automatic 2 for 1. Alright, game 1 down. And let it ride for game 2. Maybe throw in an Extirpate or 2, just like as jokers, kind of 2 jokers in the deck. Okay. Keeping it, but it's questionable. It's a little light. 4 lands, no real engines, but some potentially interesting plays, I guess. That's much better looking. Hmm. Go into full-on rat plan mode. Let's think about it for a second here so I don't miss some play. He's not really super fast threatening me, so I think it's safe to wrench mind here. Because, yeah. Done 2 lightning bolts. I was thinking about extirpating. Lightning bolt. Plays that, okay. Automatic 2-for-1 mode. So she fogs, kills a dude and fogs. Ooh, the Utarka's command would have been evil on me. Ouch. That hurts. Still okay, I think. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Swings out. Okay. See, he's missing how this works. That's how that works. And it cost him the whole game. So, I had a very clear path to victory um, in the first match. Extirpate. I told you it was just 2 cards in there as a Joker card, just because I had nothing else. But hey, give a rack and paper. So that was good. That was good. So I lost once against Zoo, and then I beat them in the 2-man queue. So that was nice. That was a good 1-2 game. What do you think of the New Year? There's one card, and I want to talk about it actually. Um, I do want to talk about that. Let me get to that card right now, actually. It is called. Oh wow, the whole thing is spoiled now. I wonder if there's more cards. So there may potentially be more cards spoiled. Maybe I need to take a look, see if there's anything else. Um, Nobody's mentioned anything, so who knows. But there was one card. It is called where is it? Lupine something or other. It's two. It's two colorless mana. It's a 5/5, and it can only attack or block if either one of the players is hellbent. Is the card. So that's the card. I don't know what it's called, but I can find it for you in a second here because it's colorless. So it's near the bottom. Page takes so long to load. Okay. Lupine prototype. There it is. Lupine prototype. Sorry, should have had that up. So Lupine prototype can't attack or block unless the player has no cards in hand. And this is a condition that we're going to be creating right away. So it's basically a 5/5 for 2. So Asylum Visitor has already made Nixithid like Nixa what? Nixa who? So you don't even see him anymore. You do see the pack rat still because of the explosiveness we saw in that last game. It can take over a game. Uh, but this is another one that can beat up. This is a 5/5 for 2, and we solved the condition, so it's basically a 5/5 for 2 all the time for us as far as we care. That's pretty sweet. I'm cool with it. That's the biggest one. The other one's not so hot, but there's a bunch more that have spoiled today that I'll have to take a look at. Um, so there's that. Whispers of Emrakul? No, I don't think so. Yeah, Lupine Prototype was the card. That's a good one. No, not Whisper of Emrakul. I don't think that's going to work for us. That works a little bit better for like smallpox and stuff, but it doesn't work too great for us. If smallpox catches a creature, it works because that'll be a sorcery creature land. Uh, would they need something else? Yeah, you'd need one more from somewhere. See, that's the problem. Is it's hard for us to create. We can't create delirium on our own, so that's why I veer from that. We don't easily create the condition, unlike Lupine Prototype, where we really do create that condition easily, and it's a 5/5. They have to answer that, and it's not easy. You can't lightning bolt it, so it's like kind of red proof, which is pretty. It passes the bolt test, which I love. Yeah, it's basically Goyf. It is basically 8 racks Goyf. Um, People have said that about Nixithid, but I think this more than that because it sits there. Now maybe it can't attack or block, but it's not like dead. Like you still can't bolt it to death. You still have to deal 5 if you want to get rid of it. You still have to deal 5 points of damage to it. So, um, collective brutality. I like. That's my favorite of the other cards. Not Lupine Prototype. That's my second favorite card. It's a 2 for 1 for 2, but we have so many other options like that fight for that slot. Like I would never put that in over say an Asylum Visitor or a Pack Rat, and that's the type of slot it's fighting for. So I would definitely never use that over a like a Doom Blade or something, or a Go for the Throat. So I just can't see it. Like I can't see it. If it I like the life gain on it. That's my favorite part. If, if you can life gain and kill a weenie, it's good. I guess maybe as a one single of if in a removal package. Like if you hate Darkblast, but I would rather have Darkblast than that. Darkblast is when it hits, it's a giant engine. Like I've won games off Darkblast. As you saw in the last stream, actually, if anybody saw that, replay watchers. Um, so yeah. That's cool. So that's a good stream. So path missed opportunity. Darn it. Sorry about that, guys. We could have definitely had a 2-0 on the 8-man or on the heads up 2-man tourneys. That could have definitely been a 2-0 for us, but I missed the play. Oh well. Live and learn. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Keep those comments coming. There was a few comments I wanted to talk about. Um, Not on that. This one had some comments. Uh, Whispers. Yeah, we kind of talked about that one. Mutavault. It's so good, and it makes and you can't if you're using Mutavault, you're not using red. So you can't do both. You can't have like colorless and red support. You can't support both. So it is so good that that alone outweighs what red gives you. So yes, absolutely, it pumps the pack rat. It's great on its own. It's worthy on its own, even without pack rat. But with pack rat, it's even better. um, Bokuya Bog, Bojkuya Bog, the land. It's okay. There's a lot of graveyard options. There's Tormod's Crypt. There is the very nice Relic of Progenitus, which is kind of nice because he sticks around. Like you can, if you cast it on turn one, you can just sit there and sort of eat away the graveyard, incrementally and keep it empty. Uh, which is nice. And then it draws you a card later, which is also nice. So there's a few options. So yeah, keep those questions coming. And if anyone wants to do deathmatch, I've done deathmatch challenges from the viewers. If anyone has like, decks on MTGO and you want to challenge out, it doesn't even have to be 8-rack. I will bring any deck you want. But I kind of want everybody's playing these little zoo decks. If you remember, I want to just quickly show you what my zoo deck looks like. I felt it was very, very strong. And if people are seeing that zoo is strong right now, this should probably be taking a little bit more of this. It's insanely fast, phenomenal list. I have to run a quick game of it. I'll just run a quick game of it. Just cause, why not? This will be my overtime match, and then I gotta cut out. Nah, I wasn't gonna run into the tourney, but yeah, I guess I can. Why not? We'll do a 3-0. Pretty solid hand. It's a keeper. It's a keeper, but I think I'm gonna have to favor Kithian. I think I'm gonna have to turn one red white Kithian, turn two, see what happens, but probably Goblin Guide then swing. So if fast aggro is okay now, I want people to seriously consider this card. This is a really great card, guys, and nobody's using it. It's a 2/1 with really decent abilities by itself, and it transforms nicely into if you're using that kind of a deck. All right, here we go. I really like the Death Shadow version of it. That was great. So hopefully I'll draw a land. All I need is one land. I don't need anything more than that. If one land will unlock the rest of my cards and deck. Literally, almost any land, we'll say. Yeah, any land, actually. I don't even care if I turn on 8. Didn't want to see that, but... just gonna have to beat this and swing now. Next turn I can Goblin Guide and flip Kithian. It's just a pure race. You just gotta keep praying for a land soon. You need a land so bad. Thank God. Okay. Okay, so Kithian flips. Yeah, there's no reason to use the other mode. Might as well get two. It's okay, take whatever. Took one of the Boris terms, okay. Oh my god, a Tarkus command is a sick rip. Got an island, okay, whatever. The Tarkus command is gonna hit for 6 damage. Yeah, that's a huge, huge value spell. I was saying this a while back ago. That kills him. Ouch. Okay, so what do we need against them? I like to just stay maximum aggro. Hmm. The Gorkland is kind of nice here. Whatever. So all I need is 2 lands, and that deck explodes. A Tarkus command. So think about it. Gideon, or Kithian, whatever you want to call him, is exploiting the exact same mechanic that a Tarkus command is exploiting, which is a bunch of quick aggro creatures. The more quick aggro creatures you have, the more points a Tarkus command hits for. Now compare that a Tarkus command to, say, Tribal Flames. Tribal Flames cost 2. It's a sorcery speed, and it can hit maybe up to 5. Atarka's command can hit up 5, 6, 7, and has a lot of other text on it. So, just saying. Let's see what we got here, comments wise. Maybe Bryophyta, maybe that's what that card that I have. I'll look at it when that card comes out. I'll throw together the Pox, Loam, whatever deck and see what that does for it. I'm always open to looking at other versions of it. If any, I don't know if any of you guys know, but there was like this splinter group that I'm so glad is gone. They play this other deck that is almost. I don't notice much difference between it and 8-rack with Red Splash, but they call it a whole different thing. I don't even remember what it's called anymore, but they're gone. But I've seen the most recent builds, and it looked almost exactly like um, mono black, or a regular 8-rack. Okay, so this is perfect. This is really solid. It's exactly what I'm looking for. And I'm gonna reevaluate the Goyf in here, and I'll tell you why. We'll see how it plays here. It's my late legs, but maybe something else could be. I will keep. So here I will play Kithian turn 1, and I will flip him on turn 2 with the Goblin Guide and Legion Loyalist. How amazing is that? He's mulliganing, so this is going to be an easy win. That's okay. Wow, that's a hell of a sideboard card. Just a straight up wall. Oh, nice. We'll get rid of his wall. Legion Loyalist. What is he? He is what we always wanted out of our swords. Our Swords of Feast and Famine. he equips, by being on the battlefield and swinging when he triggers, he equips the rest of your guys. All of them. With really relevant abilities. And all of my guys are vanilla, but he turns them all into really nasty ones. You can't, like, chump block him with tokens. He's got repeal coming up, whatever. Doesn't do anything. Just gives him more. He's gonna repeal the Gideon. It's a weird picture. Trinket page. It's gonna be something that gives him mana. Mox or something. EE. It's too late for that, I think. So let's see what happens here. Okay. Didn't really need to do anything, so I'll just cast my wife. don't know. The EE is gonna blow up two of my dudes. The repeal gets Gideon. Okay. I could have played it differently. Oh, that does count. I wasn't sure if it would. Still got critters to deal with. And nukes coming in starting now. I see. I didn't know if it counted like that or if when he was flipped is what the way it counted. He's in gigantic trouble, I think. He's doing that kind of stuff. He doesn't realize how little time he has. He's dead right now. Yep. Nice. Alright, so cool. So I did lose the first 2-man, but I won the second 2, and it went pretty good. Yeah, my god, I freaking destroyed him. I was trying to tell people about that deck and about how explosive those low casting costs. This was like before, when I was doing my videos before. It's like 3 months ago, 3 months ago, 2 months anyway. I wish people would have, like, you want to be ahead of the curve. I guarantee you, if you run the decks that I'm suggesting, you're going to be ahead of the curve. But and that list there, that's about as potent as you can get. That list is freaking brutal. Let me show you that list. This list is brutal. It is so fast. This is what Zoo is supposed to be, just a bunch of dudes. And the Goif did pull its weight there, so he stays in. But I was thinking about even cutting him. It's not needed. He ends up being like kind of cluttered and comes out like as a late gamer. But Kithian flipping on turn 2. That's ridiculous. I mean, you get a 4/4 with all kinds of crazy planeswalkery stuff going on. This is your one casting cost planeswalker right here. Nobody wants to look at him. All you have to do is put him in deck in an amazing, shell that people should be playing anyway, and he shines, superstar shines. And he's so fun to use too. He's a really great card. The best Gideon, my favorite Gideon by far. He fits into what Gideon's supposed to do, and the whole idea of him like sort of like joining the army, and he gets his battle experience, and he turns into Gideon. That's freaking awesome. I mean, it's thematic and a cool card. Well done on that one. Um, yeah, there'll be more of that. You should definitely check out my list, guys. Replay watchers, stream watchers, whatever. Highly recommend you play that list if you want to play some fast aggro. That deck, you will. I'm talking turn 3 is very likely. Turn 4 is an absolute guarantee. Turn 3 lethal damage. It will put it up there. 2 lands is all you need. It caps the deck caps at 2 basically. It's a very, very strong list. High damage output. Fun to play too. Alright, guys. Well, that is enough streaming for one night. I really appreciate you guys watching. Little Friday night stream action. Let me know how it goes. Let me know what you guys think I should do to improve. I'm going to try and fill out the description a little bit better for this one so that you guys know what's on here. And please subscribe and share these things when you get them. Appreciate you watching. Later.